So hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube video for today. So I thought it'd be useful to talk about the damaging effect of worrying and having negative thoughts. And when I say worrying, this could be thoughts about things that have been and gone, events that have happened in the past that you can't seem to let go of and you keep reliving it. Or perhaps you are a type of person that catastrophizes. So maybe you've got something coming up like an exam and you're worrying about, what will happen if you fail and imagining yourself failing. Or maybe you have a presentation coming up and imagining how bad it could go. So these are types of worries I'm thinking of talking about. And if you have a worry that is something you can put action on, like paying a bill, by all means you action that worry. But it's something you can't control, something from the past or something in the future, then these are types of thoughts that you really should put a cap on the amount of time you spend engaging with. So if you're suffering from high stress, and I imagine you are, if you're on this YouTube channel, you really don't have the luxury to engage with these types of thoughts on a frequent basis. And that's because they're not just thoughts. See, I was under the illusion throughout most of my teens that, worrying was just normal and it was a normal thing to do and it didn't have a knock-on effect on anything. It was just like the same as thinking about something good happening. But that I was wrong, because when you do engage with worries and negative thoughts, you create a chemical balance in your body. So what I'm saying is, if you're reliving an event that happened in the past, so let's say you had a fight with somebody at work, and you've had very stressed at the time. There are lots of insults thrown, and you were sort of going into fight or flight during the argument, and it was quite stressful. So during the event, you create these stress hormones. Then when you came home, you found yourself reliving it over and over again, maybe 20, 30 times in your day, thinking about things you wish you could have said at the moment, or just reliving all the horrible things this other person had said. Perhaps you're telling someone at home about it. Perhaps you're ringing someone on the telephone, reliving it. Each time you're reliving this event, you are essentially reliving it in your body as well, because your nervous system doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So it's going to be creating those same stress hormones that your body is creating during the event. And those stress hormones, well, they're going to make you feel stressed, which is going to affect your sleep, which is going to lead to more worrying thoughts too. The same if you're catastrophizing. So you've got, like I said, an exam coming up and you're imagining you failing the exam and how disappointing you're going to feel and, what effects that's going to have on your life. Your body thinks it's actually happening, so it's producing those stress hormones. So thoughts really they create a chemical reaction in your body. They're not just throwaway thoughts. And as I said before, if you're suffering from stress, you don't have the luxury to engage with those types of thoughts because they're going to create more stress hormones. And the problem with the stress hormones is it also can lead to more worries. Because when you're feeling in the fight or flight zone, when you're in your sympathetic nervous system, when you're feeling stressed and anxious, it makes you more prone to having more worries. And then when you have more worries, you create more stress hormones and the cycle continues. It's kind of the chicken and the egg. They feed into each other. They also feed into poor sleep. So like 9 times out of 10, my clients that suffer from stress and worrying thoughts, they also suffer from poor sleep. So they're all intrinsically linked. Okay, so the purpose of this video is really just to tell you to hit home that you don't have it's not a good idea to engage with worries and negative thoughts. If there's something that you can action, like paying a bill, then by all means you action something. If there's some sort of problem solving you can do, then you work out a solution. If it's something that's been and gone that you can't control, or something in the future that you can't control, then you need to really spend less time engaging with those thoughts. And a good way to really kind of gauge if you are spending too much time with these types of thoughts is to do a scaling. So do 0 to 10 as a scale. So 0, you're very in the present and you think very positively, and 10 would be no, I'm spending all my time somewhere in my head worrying about something, or worrying about something that could happen or something that's gone on in the past. And that's a 10. That's all the time. That's 100% of your day. And if you're somewhere between 5 and 10 and you are suffering from stress in your life and you'd like to improve on feeling more calmer and more present, you really need to find ways to put a cap on those types of worries. And I would think of it as like an experiment. So maybe for the next 2 weeks, I would think, remind yourself every time you start to have a negative thought over something that's already been and gone, remind yourself, hey, look, this is going to cause stress hormones. This is going to make me more stressed. This is going to weaken my immune system. This is going to make me more emotional. This is going to affect my sleep. So really kind of remind yourself that you can't engage these types of thoughts. Maybe do it for like 2 weeks and see the knock-on effect it has on the way you feel, how much more time you have in the present, how much more positive you are, and how much better your sleep is if you are suffering from insomnia at the same time as suffering from high stress. All right, so this is just a video to hit home again, like that you don't have the luxury to engage with negative thoughts and worries. They do have a knock-on effect on your nervous system, and they'll affect your sleep, and they'll lead to more negative thoughts and worries. Now, there are many ways to, put a cap on your worries, and I will be releasing more videos with different tips and techniques to help you manage the amount of time you spend worrying. So I'd like you to go away, and for the next 2 weeks, just try and put a cap on your worries and see how that affects your well-being. Okay, if you've got any ideas that you like to share with anybody of how you like to put a cap on worries, please feel free to feedback under this video. And like I said, please subscribe. You'll find out from subscribing that I'll be releasing videos to help you put a cap on worries if you're having difficulty doing so. So good luck with your managing your worries, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye for now.